Wait, I'm from the USA. Why is Oasis my favorite band? In 1994, Nirvana was everything to me as far as music goes. Then Kurt killed himself and I was sent into a tailspin. I ended up going to a Weird Al show in Juneau, Alaska, and before he took the stage, there were music videos playing on a big screen. One of the videos was Live Forever by Oasis. There were a few quick flashes of Kurt Cobain that caught my attention. I heard the song maybe once or twice at that time and I really liked it, so I bought the CD. Every song was good in my opinion. I mean, Slide Away, come on, it doesn't get much better than that. I didn't think too much about them until I saw an interview with Noel Gallagher in Rolling Stone magazine right before Morning Glory came out. He was going on about how this new album was much more classic than the first one. I had heard bits and pieces of them saying they were the best band in the world, and I had to give them props for having the balls to say something like that. Based on the fact that I liked the first album, I bought the second one. The first two songs were okay. Then Wonderwall came on. Then Don't Look Back in Anger, Some Might Say, Cast No Shadow, etc., etc. It lived up to the hype in my opinion. I never even heard any of the B-sides yet, but that was about to change. I discovered a US CD single of Wonderwall and also had the songs Round Our Way, Talk Tonight, Rockin' Chair, and I Am the Walrus. I'll never forget how my life changed while I got on a bus to go home and I put the CD in my Walkman. I had no idea what to expect. Most of the bands I liked didn't put out B-sides. Round Our Way came on, and as you probably know, it starts out with a horn section, and it's an up-tempo, happy-sounding song. I remember being blown away and looking around at the people who were next to me and wondering if they knew how my life was turned upside down. No one cared. Then Talk Tonight came on, which is still one of my favorite Oasis songs. I just remember thinking to myself that maybe Oasis is the best band in the world. Noel has since said that he said that to sort of con people into believing that. If he said it enough times, some people would go along with it. I still do, and to this very day, as we're getting ready to enter the year 2020, I still think that. This was just as the internet was becoming a thing. I started doing research and I found that there were a lot of B-sides that I hadn't heard. I thought some of them could have been singles from albums. They were that good. I remember thinking their B-sides were better than anyone's A-sides at the time. I bought all the import CD singles. Trust me, I can go on all night about how great the throwaway songs are that they used for B-sides, but you get the point. Next I bought Wibbling Rivalry, which was a 14-minute drunken interview with Liam and Noel, and it's hilarious. I drove one of my ex-girlfriends crazy because I would play the interview in my car at top volume, and I'd say every word as the brothers said them. She hated it. That's why I did it. At this point, Oasis could do no wrong as far as I was concerned. I paid $100 to buy a bootleg double live CD that had live versions of My Big Mouth and It's Getting Better Man, which were not yet released. I also bought a CD called The Lost Tapes with all unreleased early songs. There were some gems in there for sure. Be Here Now came out, and even though I didn't love every song, to me it was amazing. More B-sides were released. Stay Young and Angel Child were early favorites. I think you get the point by now. Nothing will ever change my mind that they are the best ever. I got to meet Noel in Seattle in 1998. I was living in Oregon at the time, and I bought a ticket to see them in Seattle. I drove for 8 hours and I got to the venue at 7 a.m. just to make sure I knew where it was. I parked and walked towards the entrance for a few minutes, and when I came back, my car had been broken into and my backpack was stolen. I was only gone 5 minutes at the most. In my backpack were my glasses, change of clothes, and my top 20 CDs. I was really mad. But as I was stewing in my madness, I turned on the radio and the DJ said Noel Gallagher of Oasis was going to be on the show in an hour or so. I quickly found out where the radio station was and I went as fast as I could. All of a sudden a black limo pulled up and Noel hopped out. There were probably 15 of us waiting for him. He had a blue Sharpie in his hand already and started signing stuff. This was my chance to let him know how much I loved his music. When it was my turn, he signed my magazine and all I could come up with was, "Thanks, man." Thanks, man? What kind of lame statement is that? Oh well, a similar situation happened when I met Liam, but I already made a video about that. Here's my tattoo of Liam's autograph when I met him a little while back, next to the Union Jack guitar. I've been lucky enough to see Oasis 4 times. Here are some pictures I took of the band in Berkeley in the year 2000. I've seen both Liam and Noel solo twice. The songs are great. They're melodic and their harmonies are amazing. I love Liam's voice. I love the attitude they have. I can't think of many bands that were so cocky, but had the songs to back it up. The albums after Be Here Now, Standing on the Shoulder of Giants, Dig Out Your Soul, Heathen Chemistry, Don't Believe the Truth, and The Master Plan, which is a collection of B-sides, all had brilliant moments. To me, they aren't quite as good as the first few albums. I'm not gonna lie and say I love everything that they did, but I like more Oasis songs than any other band. I was so mad when they broke up in 2009, but at least the brothers are still making music. I liked a couple of Beady Eyes songs, but Liam's solo stuff is so much better. I couldn't get into Noel's last studio album, Who Built the Moon. I don't know what else I can say other than Oasis makes the type of music that I like. I know they're not as popular in the States, but what can you do? I love them. That's all that matters to me. Thanks for watching.